If you have ever spent a long night clearing a driveway in a whiteout, you know that losing track of where your plow blade ends is a recipe for hitting a mailbox or a curb. That is exactly where these fluorescent orange markers from Bayer's products come into play. They are essentially the eyes for your plow, and honestly, they are one of those things you do not realize you need until you are staring into a dark, snowy void. When you pull these out of the box, the first thing that hits you is the color. It is that classic, high-visibility neon orange that really pops against a gray, slushy background. The rods themselves are 3/4 of an inch thick, which feels substantial enough to handle the vibration of a truck moving over uneven ground without snapping or bending like a twig. They are made from a low-temp nylon, and that is a smart choice because when the mercury drops, standard plastics tend to get brittle and shatter at the first sign of impact. This material has a bit of flex to it, which is exactly what you want when you are working in freezing conditions. Now, the mounting system here is a straightforward stud mount. It is a clean, simple setup that keeps things tight against the plow frame. You get the pair in the kit, and the hardware is included, so you are not scrambling to find bolts at the local hardware store. It is a no-nonsense design that prioritizes function over flash. What stands out, though, is the height. At 28 inches, they are tall enough to be seen clearly from the driver's seat, even if you are sitting in a lifted truck. You get a good sense of the blade's perimeter, which makes navigating tight corners or narrow driveways feel a lot less stressful. Now here is the thing to keep in mind. Because these are rigid, they are going to take the brunt of any accidental contact with a solid object. While the nylon is durable, it is not indestructible. If you clip a concrete pillar at speed, something has to give. It would have been nice to see some kind of spring-loaded base to absorb those impacts, but for the price point, the fixed stud mount is a reliable, industry-standard approach. It is a simple, effective piece of gear that does exactly what it says on the box. It is not going to change your life, but it will definitely save your bumper from a few nasty scrapes. If you are tired of guessing where your blade is when the visibility drops to zero, these are a solid, dependable addition to your setup. They are built by a company that has been in the truck equipment game for decades, and that experience shows in the simplicity of the design. It is a straightforward, honest tool for anyone who takes their winter maintenance seriously. If you want something that is easy to install and stays put through the worst of the season, this is a pretty safe bet.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.